What if I told you that StockX might be done for good? With all the accusations of them selling fake shoes flooding in, even Nike saying this, they're selling fake shoes allegedly. A lot of people are switching from StockX to more, I'd say, safer alternatives. And GOAT is one of the platforms that a lot of people are using. So what I'll do in today's video, I'm going to place an order on GOAT for a pair of sneakers that I have had on my mind for a little while now. I'm talking about the Jordan 1 Low in the Game Rule colorway. I really do like this colorway. And in this video, I'm going to let you know if you can actually trust GOAT, and I'm going to compare them to my experience that I had with StockX when I last purchased a pair of sneakers from there. Right, so the same test as last time. We're testing for 3 things. So I'm going to place my order right now. Shipping is going to be the first one. I think the last time when I actually purchased my last sneakers from StockX, it took 10 days. Or 12 days. I need to check. I want to see how much longer it takes or how quicker it gets to me when it comes to shipping. The second thing I am going to do is have a look at the condition, because the shoe is listed as new, so the shoe needs to be new. So I'm going to check if there's any creasing, any scuffs, any indication that the shoe has actually been worn. You can tell that very easily by just having a quick look at the shoe. And the third thing, and the most important thing, is the authenticity, because we have to make sure that the shoe is authentic. I don't want to get any fake shoes, and the good thing is I haven't really seen many people say they've gotten fake shoes from GOAT, which is a positive. So I'm going to make sure that the shoe is authentic as well. GOAT is actually one of the platforms that guarantee that the shoe is actually authentic. So those are the 3 things: shipping, the condition, and authenticity. And by the end of this video, we should know if GOAT is a platform that we can trust to buy sneakers when it comes to second-hand market, the resale market. Yes, people, so the sneakers have finally arrived from GOAT, and one thing we need to talk about first is shipping, because I said that will be one of the tests for these, and they actually took 8 days to get here, especially where we are now. Today is the 20th of December. It's the holiday season, and they got them here so quickly. That's top marks for me, in my opinion. That is really good. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to unbox them up, have a look at the condition, which is very important, as well as the authenticity of the shoe, which we should be able to tell pretty easily if they're fake or not. So let's get straight into the unboxing. So let's unbox them up and see what we have. Straight away, I love that they've got tissue paper in the box as well to protect the box, top and bottom. This is the box, and I ordered a US 8.5, and as you can see from the size tag, it is a US 8.5. This box is fire. This blue is pretty decent. As I said, the box is in immaculate condition. Let's open them up and see what we have. And as you can see, we got this GOAT sign here, which says assurance of authenticity, which is good, and it's got a QR code on the back. So I think what I'll do now, I'll scan this QR code, because on the pair that I got from StockX, you could scan the QR code, but nothing happened. So I'm going to scan this QR code to see if anything happens. Oh, okay. Doesn't actually say anything about the shoe, but it just gives the user statement for what the assurance of authenticity is, and how, looks like it's how they verify the shoe, which I think is a good touch. Whereas with StockX, it doesn't actually lead to anything, which is, but looking at the shoe, the tissue paper in the bag is pretty good. And the shoe itself, wow, this is amazing. I love this colorway. But looking at the shoe, I can't see any indication that the shoe has been worn. It looks dead stock. As you can see from the outsole of the shoe, it looks pretty good. And if you look on the insole as well, how I usually check if someone has actually worn the shoe is if that little paper in there has been removed, or you can see that someone's put their feet in it, then you can tell. But this looks like no one's even put their feet in that, because you can literally rip that sticker off in there, which I think is really good as well. So in my opinion, this shoe is definitely dead stock, never been worn. But look at this colorway, wow, this is pretty dope. So I'm going to look at the stitching on the shoe, because that's one of the main indicators when it comes to authenticity for this sneaker. And there is no double stitching on the shoe. Looks pretty good, smells pretty good as well. Doesn't smell overly of glue, which is an indicator that the shoe isn't authentic. But yeah, this colorway is insane. There's only one problem I have with this shoe, and it's these laces, man. You can't have black laces on this. has to be some off-white laces. As you can see from that midsole, it looks a bit aged as well, which is good. Shoe was ordered on the 12th of December. It arrived on the 20th, which is 8 days, which is literally just over a week, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I think why that is probably because the shoe was actually shipped from Germany instead of it being shipped from the US. When I ordered my pair from StockX, they actually shipped the shoe from Phoenix in the US, but this one actually came from Germany. When it comes to the price of the shoe, I paid £103 for this plus shipping, which brings the total to, I think it's £112, which I think is a bargain for these. This is incredible, and I expect this shoe to go even lower in value. So have a look out for these over the Christmas period. They'll definitely dip way below retail, because I think the retail on these is like £140, but this colorway is absolutely incredible. When it comes to the condition of the shoe, I can tell that no one's actually worn these or put their feet in it. As you can see from the outsole, it looks pretty spectacular. Okay, so here's some of the main takeaways having used both platforms to get sneakers bought on the secondhand market and be delivered to the UK. So the first one is going to be shipping, and for shipping, I think GOAT takes it here. The shoe got delivered to me relatively quickly based on where I am, and also we're in the holiday period and they got it delivered to me in 8 days, whereas StockX, I placed my order back in I believe it was in October, and the shoe took 10 days to get to me. Not too much in it, but I give GOAT the edge because we're still in the holiday season here. The second one is, I definitely think I find the StockX app a little bit easier to navigate, whereas with the GOAT app, I haven't used it before, so it was a little bit difficult to try and figure out how things worked. But once I get my head around it and how it actually worked, it was a little bit easier. Another thing I liked with GOAT is that the QR code actually worked, whereas with StockX, the QR code you scan on that little green StockX tag doesn't work, doesn't lead to anything. So number 4 is, I think StockX is actually better at the whole process when it comes to your shoe. They keep you informed all around the way. So as soon as the shoe is shipped, it is shipped to StockX, verified, order is placed, shipped to you. You get an email for each one of those things. Whereas with GOAT, I only got an email when I placed the order and when the shoe was actually being shipped to me. So if you want to see any orders, if the shoe's been verified or authentic and all of that, you have to go inside the app and refresh to see all of that. Number 5 is GOAT actually offers a return service, which for many years StockX did not. They've only just done it, and I think it's because a lot of people were complaining that if they buy shoes from them, they can't return it if they didn't like the product, which is pretty dreadful. One thing I don't like about both platforms is they don't show you who you're buying the shoe from. For instance, if someone has actually sold fake shoes before with them, there is not a rating system that you can see what they've actually sold in the past. You can't actually see the shoe that you're buying before as well. Obviously, you know what the shoe's going to be looking like, but you don't know what the pair you're buying will look like before you get it. I'm not sure if it's the same for the used pairs that are on GOAT, so someone might hit me in the comments to let me know. But I think both of these, that's the downfall for both of them. I think we should be able to see what we're buying before we buy it, instead of just seeing the generic pictures. And this is where I think eBay comes in, because eBay gives you this view, so you can see the shoe before you buy it. You know who you're buying from. You can see if there's any negative reviews about these people. And eBay is going to be the next platform I review next when it comes to buying sneakers on the resale market. So make sure you subscribe for that. But I think both platforms have their strengths and weaknesses. But I think for the overall experience that I've experienced with shopping on StockX and with GOAT, I think GOAT just about edges it. Let me know your thoughts.